Hey everybody, it's Tammy with It's All About the Kitchen with Tammy, and I'm coming back now to prepare the potato salad. In my previous video, I showed you how I was steaming or cooking the potatoes, and those are all the potatoes. They're all cubed, and it was 5 minutes on the steam setting in our multi-deluxe cooker. And I love the deluxe cooker because it's so much easier, and we don't have to heat up the stove because it's hot, it's summer. So that made it super nice. Okay, so bear with me. I think, as I said in my other video, I've never made homemade potato salad before. This is my first time, and this is a labor of love, I'm just gonna say. This is definitely doable. Luckily, I have time today to put all this together, but it is, it's fun, but it's a lot. And so bear with me as I put all the ingredients in. As I said, I've never made this before, so I'm gonna be looking at the ingredients, telling you exactly what the measurements are as I'm putting this together. So, okay, I'm gonna start with the, we're gonna do, sorry, bear with me 1 second. We're gonna start with the mayonnaise, and I'm gonna be using our, this is one of our greatest products at Pampered Chef. Honestly, it's fantastic. So for liquids, it's super easy. It has tons of measurements, as you can see. And it's perfect for things that are runny, liquidy. Honey is perfect to use this for, but honey is not going in the potato salad. But I'm using the mayonnaise, and I'm gonna start with that, using our stainless steel bowl. Love these. If you don't have these are amazing. Okay, so it's 2 cups of mayonnaise. So I'm starting with, oops, see how easy that came out? It calls for 2 cups, and the great thing too is that you can scrape off everything, so you get every little bit of what you need. So I'm gonna show you how to use this because I gotta put 1 more cup in. So basically you pull down on it, and it's almost technically to the bottom is 1 cup. So, and we do have different sizes in these. So this is 1 cup right here. This is definitely not a low-cal meal, but that's okay. Oops, I'll do it this way because it's gonna be very tasty. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting the mayo in here. I think I'm gonna end up using almost this whole thing. I guess if I had read what the ounces were, I could have just dumped the whole thing in. It's 20 ounces. So almost could have used it all. 16 would have been 2 cups. 16 ounces, that is. Okay, so let me get this back down here to the 1 cup line. Not quite there yet. Okay, just a little bit more. And you know, I like to follow a recipe. I'm a recipe kind of person. I guess I really could have, just for the ease of it, just figured out. Man, mayonnaise is really hard to get out of the container when you're at the very end. Okay. Oops, let me get that last little bit there. Okay, so there is that. I'm going in with the rest of the mayonnaise. And just to show you, you get every little bit. It's great. Okay, put that in the sink. Okay, so next we're gonna put in our pickle relish, and I'm gonna use the whole jar. It's 10 ounces. Uh-oh. Oh God. Where's our jar opener? That's what I need. Okay, whew, got it. All right, so 1 jar, 10 ounces of pickle relish. Okay, then we're gonna do mustard, and that calls for 2 tablespoons of mustard. Where'd my little scoopers go? That's a teaspoon, tablespoon here. So 2 tablespoons of mustard. That out of there. try to anyway. Okay, there's that. I don't know if I'm gonna need tablespoons again. I think I do. Okay, so then after the mustard, we're gonna put in the apple cider vinegar, and that calls for 1 tablespoon. Yeah, figures I needed the tablespoon. All right, hang on 1 second. All right, 1 tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar. Or you can use distilled vinegar as well. But we're using that, so 1 tablespoon of that. And now I think I can put the tablespoon away. Okay, we're gonna do, no, what else do we need? Okay, let me throw that in there. Okay, then we're gonna do the paprika. We're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon. Paprika is pretty tasty and very potent, so I think that that's gonna definitely liven it up. Let me see if that's 1/2. No. So we're gonna do a 1/2. Okay. All right, let's see what's next. And we've got, then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt and pepper to taste. Okay. Pepper. All right, so let's see. All right. Okay, so stir until smooth. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. It's definitely stir until smooth. I'm not sure how smooth that's gonna get with the pickle relish in there, but. And if you have any questions about any of the products that I'm using, feel free to comment below and ask. I'd be happy to share with you about our products, because I do use quite a bit of them. All right. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so, okay, then we have chop the eggs, celery I already have chopped, onions, and then the dill. I wasn't, the grocery store didn't have fresh dill, so I bought dill weed, and I hope that that's the same. I think it is. Okay, so let me chop the eggs, set this aside, and I'm gonna show you guys. See, I've already got my celery here. Let's see, let me make sure what I'm doing here. Okay, we've got that. Once the potatoes are very dry or tender, remove the loose peels, okay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, okay, go ahead and do the eggs. So if you guys have seen our most popular product, this thing flew off the shelves. This is our cup slicer. This is perfect for soft foods. So mushrooms, tomatoes, strawberries, and soft fruits. You can use it for eggs, and it's so great and so easy. So I'm gonna use it for dicing the egg here. The only thing with egg, I will say, is that I like to do them. I'm actually not gonna, you can do it for eggs, but what I like to do is, because I'm doing it for this, I like to have it a little bit chopped up. So I think it'll take longer. But for strawberries, I mean, you could have so much cut up in such a short period of time doing it for strawberries, mushrooms, cherry tomatoes. All right, so for this, I'm just gonna cut them up. All right, dice these up. And this recipe, I mean, this is gonna be a longer video because I should have chopped these up beforehand, but I didn't. Because this is, I mean, there's a lot of ingredients in this, and it's time consuming, but it definitely will taste better than, and be cheaper than store-bought. So that's a definite perk. And I had time today, like I said, so if you have time, great. If you don't, you don't. All right, so, and I am using one of our forged knives. I love our cutlery, it's awesome. Okay, so we've got the eggs done there. All right. Okay, so now that those are done, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to place the potatoes in a large bowl, gently mix in the dressing, which is this, until it's coated. Then stir in the eggs, celery, onions, and dill. Okay. And I'm not gonna use all the potatoes, I don't think, for this recipe. I think I cooked too many, honestly. So let's see how this goes. So again, they were all cubed. These were I used 9 russet potatoes. You'll find recipes for potato salad using red potatoes. I like russet. I feel like you just get a little bit more for your money. So I'm gonna start there. Get a paper towel, and I'm gonna mix this a little bit. Let me bring this over here so you guys can see. Just to see how many more potatoes I'm gonna need. Oh wow, this is great. This is really coming together. Fun. Okay, yeah, definitely needs more potatoes because there's a lot of mayo in there. I think I'll be able to use all the potatoes. I think. All right, let's go for it. Maybe I'll do. All right, those. Just a few more left. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. All right, so like I said, I used russet potatoes. I used a store brand mayonnaise. Some people are particular about their mayonnaise, but really didn't matter to me. I've heard of Duke's mayonnaise. Have you guys heard of Duke's? But we don't have that at our local grocery store, at least that I've seen. Okay. All right, I think. All right. I think that's a lot of potatoes. Okay. I'm tempted to put the rest in, but I feel like this is enough because we still have other dry stuff to put in. So I'm just gonna leave it be because I can always do something with the other potatoes later. So, okay, I'm gonna put in the egg and the celery. Okay, push this over here. Oh, I did forget the Dijon mustard. Oh, this recipe didn't call for Dijon mustard. I might add that in later. Some recipes call for Dijon, and I do have some, but we'll see how this tastes. I may not put it in. Okay, let's get this in here. And the eggs. Okay. I may have to add some more mustard, mayonnaise, just to see if it needs to be a little bit more liquidy. Okay, so I still have to do the onion. So I was gonna cut the onion and show you guys our classic food chopper. Food chopper is amazing, and it just calls for half of an onion. So that's all I'm gonna do. Peel off the rougher edge because that does not work well with the food chopper, just so you know. Set this aside. Ooh, that's getting heavy. Ooh, okay. Oh, forgot an egg in there. All right, get that out of there. Okay, and again, this is the cup slicer. I was kind of hoping that was gonna be a little faster for the egg, but it wasn't. But it is amazing for cutting up strawberries and mushrooms. That's what we use it for mainly. Okay, I don't know if that edge is going to be too rough, so I'm going to take off one more layer and quarter that. And you can see our food chopper. And of course, what I love about this is that you don't cry. Because I am very sensitive to red and yellow, any kind of onion. I will definitely have lots of tears. that's that. Onion's done. Okay, and then I will see, that actually is probably gonna be enough, for sure. Okay. Sometimes when you have the outer edge, if it's too thick, it just doesn't, it'll kind of look like that. So that's why I removed some of the layers there. Okay, so back over here, this is getting really heavy now. And I'm gonna put our onion in. All right, and we're gonna get to mixing, and it does call for the dill. So I don't know how much dill to put in. It said 1 tablespoon of fresh chopped dill, but I don't have fresh, so I just bought this today. So I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit to stir it in. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. And then once it's all stirred together, then I'm gonna put some more dill on top. And I hope you guys are watching all the way through. I know it's a long video, probably my longest one. I tend to try to keep them pretty short, but that just wasn't gonna be possible because you know, there's a lot that goes into making homemade potato salad. So, all right, well, comment below if you guys make homemade potato salad. And if you do, what do you put in yours? What kind of potatoes do you use and what ingredients? I'm curious because now that I've done this, I feel like I can do it again. And for those of you who've been watching and who are on my community group on Facebook, as you know, I've said many times, I'm not the cook of the family, but I do want to try to get in the kitchen more because it's fun. It's fun to cook. It's fun to cook homemade. It's cheaper. The groceries are so darn expensive. You want to maximize, you know, and like I said in my previous video when I was doing the steaming, this was definitely a lot cheaper than buying the store-bought or from the deli, because the deli I think is $9.99 a pound, and I made all of this under 15 bucks.